members who are absent from today's sitting to access and vote on our behalf in absentia. We condemn this. Nobody has monopoly over this process. Let the removal of the governor, equally the election of the governor, be a competitive process that is fair and square. We condemn this. This is an illegality. My party leader, you have been a victim before. Today, Sonko would be a victim. Who knows 2022? Who again would be a victim? We condemn this.
Now here, we anticipated exactly what they are doing. That is tantamount to impersonation, and we reported at the DCI in the morning. This is the OB number, and we reported to the DCI of an intention to commit a crime. This is an intention, but now they have committed the crime. We will proceed. We will proceed to the same DCI later to tell them, yes, the crime that we told you about has happened. It all falls under the hands of one illegal club in the name of Gishana. We knew his plans. He has recruited IT people to try and hack the system. They are logging with our names at the county assembly, and we have the report here. So that is what they are doing, because they cannot get the numbers. As you can see, we are already 65 of us here. That assembly has 120 people. They have less than 60. And as you can see, they need 82 members to be able to impeach the governor. They do not have numbers. All they are left with is to steal. And that is exactly what they're doing. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm Mheshimiwa Patrick Musili Bangula. I can see I've been locked in and I'm here in Kwale. Ile tunasema ni ukora, wawache ukora ya kuiba kura. Na tunasema Governor Mike Sonko akona numbers. He's not going to go anywhere. And mimi kama Mheshimiwa Musili, I'm supporting Governor Mike Sonko. Na hiyo ni ukora ambayo inatendeka mahali hapa. So I'm calling upon the DCI to investigate this fraud. This is a fraud which is happening in the eyes of the leaders of this Republic of Kenya. So we are condemning this and we are not going to accept it. Thank you.
My name is Honorable Nicholas Okumu, MCAs of Savannah. You can all see that I'm here in Kwale, but I've been logged in at the attendance list at the Assembly of Parliament. What I want to say is this, and this goes to the Senate. Senate, you must protect devolution. We have a clear procedure on how to remove a governor. And we are not going to sit down and watch games being played this way and haunting governors out of office. What you are requesting this country, the President, the Right Honorable, and the members of the Senate, kindly take this country into your hand. If we have to remove a governor, there is a clear procedure. Let us not use fraud to want somebody out of office. Whatever they are doing is an illegality. The motion they are moving in the county assembly of Nairobi is an illegality because they don't have numbers. Numbers don't lie, and everyone is here. Thank you so much.
My name is I represent Andorra Forward. I've just seen my name being logged in. I'm here in Kwale campaigning for BBI. I'm not interested in impeaching the governor. And whoever is doing that should know that it is wrong, and will never say that it's right. Thank you.
Wale watu wale wako wanasema tu wako wamezungu wamenini wako hapa. Igeni pale kwa hiyo Zoom. Muone. Igeni kwa Zoom. Kama Jared Ondieki. Haya mara agilia kwa media. Okay. Wale watu wa media waone. Excuse me. Wale watu wanaambiwa wako hapa. I am here. When Jared Ondieki.
Yes.
Do I have a phone?
I've also been logged in. I've also been logged in, and yet I'm here. That is fraud of the highest order. Oh, sorry.
That is illegal. Numbers don't lie. You've seen the numbers here. I am not there, and I don't even have a phone, so I'm not logged in. Whoever's logged in is a thief.
Yeah, so
equally, that is fraud. My name is Jared Ondieki, and I've been logged in. And as you can see, I don't have my phone here. So that's fraud of the highest order. And we condemn that act with all terms possible. We condemn. That's fraud.
So this is actually the death of democracy. What we are witnessing in Nairobi County is the beginning of the death of democracy in this country. If this is going to be allowed to continue, this is the death of democracy in this country, as we know it. This is very wrong. This is so archaic. This is so 1900s. And it is actually very, very wrong, very, very shameful, and is a big disaster to this country. If they can do this to the biggest city in East and Central Africa, you wonder where they will not do it. And it is all about resources. It is all about an intention to steal resources from Nairobi County. We know this is a county where, since the handing over of some of these functions, we have documents, we have evidence whereby they are buying gumboots for more than 7,000 shillings. We have evidence where they are single sourcing clinics. We have evidence where they are single sourcing everything without due regard to costs. It is very, very sad, and now they are heading to vote. They are working very hard to ensure that they are logging people illegally. All the clerks are under instructions to forge accounts and to forge names and to have them vote against Governor Mike Sonko. This is very, very wrong. And this is what we tell the president, this is what we told the Right Honorable, that this is the death of democracy. And if it is allowed to continue, it is only a matter of time. I would like to remind them about the Jewish concentration camps. When somebody said, when they came for engineers, I never spoke because I was not an engineer. When they came for the religious people, I never came. They will soon come for you. It is very sad, they will soon come for you. We are still observing and still consulting. Let us see how far they will go.
We are now trying to tie the narrative with what happened in Kiambu. You can now see it very clearly that Kiambu, I am 100% sure they didn't even have the numbers. They are building numbers that are fictitious. We are 60 on this side. Now they have come from 56. They are almost approaching number 80. We want the world to know. The truth of the matter is the whole thing is a hoax. It is power play. We need from here, you can take it to the bank. We are going to court. Even before we get to the Senate, we will proceed to court. We cannot allow, I repeat, we cannot allow, it's democracy. We cannot allow democracy to drive at this level, at the expense of most of us. We are the majority. What is happening here? We are telling the speaker, I hope the speaker is watching. We are telling the majority leader, Abdiguyo, Honorable Kadoz, the chief whip, and all of them who care to listen, that we are not going to sit down and watch democracy being bashed by few. We are elected, democratically elected, and we will live to fight another day. Governor Sonko is not going anywhere. I hope he'll get reply from the 8 courts or the Senate. But I can tell you for sure, they had meant it. We have seen this is different, and we are going to act as such. God is watching.
Bishop. Pole, asante.
Has attracted a lot of controversy since the project was mooted. Indeed, this county assembly, through the sectoral committee on culture, had some diverse findings regarding the procurement and the construction. Mr. Speaker, sir, about Dandora, one thing that we need to be informed is that Dandora, according to the BQs that were procured, that were advertised, it was to be a concrete stadium. It was supposed to be constructed using concrete. But finally, midway, under the influence of this governor, they chose to change it to steel. They chose to change it to steel. And by changing it to steel, remember the concrete stadium, which was more durable, was supposed to have used 350 million. And then midway, which is also against the law, he changes it to steel structures and still spends the 350 million, which is a clear theft, which this House, Mr. Speaker, sir, I request this House not to condone that and not to allow it. On the fifth particular, Mr. Speaker, the governor allowed an officer in the name of Gadangu, Winfred Gadangu, to hold 2 positions. One position is that of CEC, Finance. That is a minister. And then the same Gadangu, at that particular time, was also the chief officer, the PS in the same ministry.
signing 2 letters. Today he signs as a chief officer. Tomorrow morning is a minister. The following day is a chief officer. The other day is a minister. How do you work like that? And expect members of public to take it lightly. Mr. Speaker, those are some things which we cannot condone as an house. On my 6th particular, Mr. Speaker, sir, they said 147 provides for the accounting officer of a county executive committee member for finance, except as otherwise provided by law or in writing, designate accounting officers to be responsible for the managing of finances. Mr. Speaker, sir, one thing we need to realize is that each and every department in the county is supposed to have a designated accounting officer. And that is the law. And there is only one exemption when the executive, the governor, with the express authority of this house, could centralize the management of finances. But after being reminded year after year, month after month, he still opted that he is going to have a centralized system of finance management in the county, which is against the law. Mr. Speaker, sir, to correct that mess, having written letters, having invited them for meetings, and they refuse to listen, the only thing that we can do is to make sure that we correct it by removing him, so that it becomes easier.
Number 2. Number 1 ndio huyo. Number 2. Number 2. Nasema wale wamekuwa lopindo kuja hapa mbele. Number 1, Daktari Ogola, Korokocho Ward. Haya, number 2, number 3 akaribie. Number 4,
kuna mtu amelog in and mimi niko present hapa Kwale County, I'm not in Nairobi, and whoever's done that tukutane kotini.
Number 4 akaribie, number 3 akaribie. Number 3,
they have also logged me in, and I think the person who has logged me in, my name is Honorable Chola, and they have logged another Chola in the county assembly in Otali Ward, and I think I'm here. And therefore what I'm saying, whoever doing IT and the speaker who is the interest of the governor's seat, we must go to court, because I'm not part of impeachment. That impeachment is illegal.
They are not even in payroll. Their details, he has refused to really release. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, as a county, we are not going to sit down. We have to correct that mess. On the 9th particular, Mr. Speaker, sir, by either intentionally, Mr. Speaker, sir, as a result of the controller of the Auditor General's office, we have got glaring information from the Auditor General that this county has been losing resources, has been losing money. And the evidence are here. Mr. Speaker, sir, one thing that we have to do to correct this mess, because we have time and again invited the people from the executive. We have always been in consultation. We have always discussed this. We have always begged them to correct the mess, and they have refused. Mr. Speaker, sir, I think...
My governor. I'm supporting my governor. Kwa hiyo ukora watu wanafanya huko, watu tutakutana kotini. Tatu ukora.
Namba 10 ya karibie.
Yes, my name is Elijah Mpudia, MCA 0 Ward.
10.
I've not been. I'm supporting Sonko, and I'm not for impeachment. Hao wanafanya hivyo, wajue watakutana kotini. Although I've not been put my name there. Thank you.
Number 11, my name is Millicent Okach, elected by ODM party. As you can see, I'm here in Kwale. I'm not anywhere. I don't have a phone, so I've not logged in. So that is identity and impersonation and
number 12, number 13. Number 13 karibia.
Kwa majina ni Laura Mwende. Niko hapa, mimi si support impeachment ya Governor Mike Sonko. Mimi niko hapa Kwale kwa hiari yangu. Kwa hivyo hiyo kora inaendelea hapo kwa hiyo county, tutakutana tu.
Number 14 na karibia 15.
I'm Ruth Ndumi, number 13. No to impeachment to governor. Thank you.
Number 14.
Naitwa Mheshimiwa Msili Patrick, Hospital Ward, niko hapa. My phone, I have it, but it's off. I've not locked myself, but I found somebody has just locked me in. So hii tunasema ni ukora na tuta entertain, tunakataa.
Haya, namba 15 hapo 16. Haya, 17 pia karibia 18.
Mimi naitwa Margaret Bote, mheshimiwa, na mimi na support Governor Sonko. Na mimi siko assembly, niko Kwale. Kwa hivyo hiyo ukora mimi naomba watu wetu wawache. Kwa sababu tumejua ni ukora, wako na ukora.
Haya, 18 Sylvia Chaptap. 18 19 karibia.
My name is Sylvia Museya. They recently suspended me so that I don't vote, yet they have the guts to log me in. I support Sonko. I do not support the impeachment.
Kwa majina naitwa Fuad Hussein Mohamed, MCA Airbase Ward, na namba yangu sija log in na watu wameni log in.
Ni Mheshimiwa Osman Ado wa MCA wa Eastleigh North. The only thing I would like to say is Kenya is governed by the rule of law. Let's not turn Kenya into a banana republic. Exactly. People should obey the law and should follow rules and regulations set. Otherwise, we are going to have chaos. Thank you.
Number 21 na karibia tafadhali.
My name is Beatrice Waithera. I'm not in support of governor's impeachment. I'm in Kwale.
21, 22.
Mudau Musimi, it's a shame and we are abusing democracy in Kenya. I'm ashamed to have been represented by leaders who support corruption. Shame on you. We won't accept it and it's wrong. Again, shame on you.
22, 23.
Jagero Millicent is my name. I'm not in support of the governor's impeachment, and whatever the leadership of that house is doing, we will meet in the courts.
20.
Elizabeth Nyambura, number 24. I'm not supporting impeachment of governor, and I am here. I hope no one logs me in.
25.
Kwa majina naitwa Mary Jambi, na mimi am against impeachment of governor. Hata na dawa siwezi kumtoa, na wale wakora wako City Hall wajue leo ni sisi, kesho tunawapata. Period.
Haya, 26 karibia na uonyeshane namba yako na jina.
Kwa majina ni Honorable Anthombi. I don't support impeachment of Governor Sonko. Na those leaders wana log in watu wajue the world is watching. Shame on you, the Speaker Mutura. Shame on you, Guyo. Shame on you, Kados. And the whole leadership. It's a shame.
26, 27, 28.
I'm Honorable Doris Canario. I'm surprised I'm logged in at the Assembly of Nairobi, yet I'm in Kwale. I'm saying no to impeachment of Governor Sonko and to the Speaker, Bernard Mutura. It's a shame you're on that seat purporting to impeach the governor of Nairobi when you don't have the numbers. Look back.
27, 28, prepare. 29 as well.
My name is Kennedy Obuye. I represent the Maradaima Ward.
Prepare.
It's good, yeah. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Mike is back. Obuye, I represent the Maradaima Ward. 28 akaribie. Haya, Zairo.
My name is Ongwae Matara. But the message is out to the world. Let us stand for what is just. 29 MCAs in Nairobi who think that talking to the superiors makes them national leaders. Shame on you, you're just mere MCAs. Mbatia, Guyo, Kados, Jateso, Ogada, and Wanyoike will come for you.
29, 30 ya karibia tafadhali. Tunataka jina na namba yako.
My name is Frederick Okeo, MCA Kwale South, and I do not support the impeachment of the governor.
30 tafadhali.
And I hope the Senate and the old world is watching.
31, 32 wakaribia hapa tafadhali. Okay, Mwangi Jehia, na mimi kura yangu kama ningepewa bunge ningepiga, singe impeach Governor Sonko, and I say shame on you nyinyi makanseras. Hata si tulikuwa makansera na hatuna hii upuzi mko naye. Kwenda huko 33, 34.
I'm 30, but 30 I was here before and the
34 wakaribia tafadhali.
I'm Anthony Nganga Gatuna, MCA Kahawa West. I'm here in support of my governor, Mike Sonko, and what the leadership of the Nairobi County is doing right now. It's illegal and it's not right. Let them know that we are meeting in court. And to you, to Speaker Motura, just the other day we gave you the seat and we thought that you take our country into the right direction, but now we've seen its shame. We are coming after you. Thank you.
36. 33, 35, 36 wakaribia.
Kwa majina naitwa Mheshimiwa Mark Ndongo Nganga kutoka Maringo Hamza. Last week tumeona vile watu walikuwa wanatumia tactics na tuliambia media na watu wa Senate muangalie. Mkutano yetu ya kwanza walitupiga na tear gas na maaskari. Ya pili walijaribu kidnap some of our members wako hapa. Leo tumeona ile rigging wanaendelea na Zoom. Na nimewambia mara mingi, hamna numbers. Na sisi kama senators tunaomba na media umeona wale watu wako hapa. Reportini vile mmeona. Kusikoti na corruption, watu wanasema watu 38, watu wanasema watu wangapi. Na tutafanya voting yetu hapa. Na kila mtu atasimama kama mimi ni Mark Ndongo, I vote no kwa impeachment ya governor. Ulogin ama ulog out.
35, 36 wakaribia tafadhali na tuharakishe. 35, Alvin, chap. 35, 36 akaribia pia.
Actually, I'm Honorable Alvin Orlando. I'm here in Kwale. I'm not supporting the impeachment of the governor. And we are telling the Senate they should not accept irregularities. We are not going to impeach our governor. Thank you.
38, 37, endelea 36, 37 anajia pia.
It is too unfortunate that today the democracy that we dearly fight for is being mutilated. I've been logged in and yet I'm not in Nairobi. Huyu kijana ambaye wanadhulumu kila mahali, ambaye wanadhulumu na hana baba na hana mama. Huyu kijana ndio tutasimama na yeye. Na wacha niwaeleze ukweli wa maneno. Sasa ndio beginning ya vita ya ukweli ya demokrasia. Maana we are coming kwenu kwa kotini. We are all avenues to explore, including the courts. Because tutasimama na nyinyi mondo. Thank you.
39 akuja pia.
My name is Peter Arutera, as I'm here. You cannot have our Arutera in Kwale and another Arutera in Nairobi.
This is what you are telling Uyo and his people. This college of justice.
It is not acceptable. Kuna Mungu wa Sonko na huyo ndio huwa tunaamudu.
38.
Redson Otieno Nyango, MCA Ngeiwo. I'm not supporting the impeachment of Governor Sonko. Mutura, tunakukujia.
39.
Okode Jared, Mathare North Ward.
haki ya Mungu, poleni sana, na tunakuja na tuogopi, na ile itafanyika wachifanyike.
40, as you can see, is myself. This is Waithaka Ward, and I'm against the impeachment of Governor Mike Sonko. What they are doing is illegal. What they are doing is wrong. What they are doing is killing the democracy that has been fought for so many years, and the lives of so many people have gone down, and the blood of so many people have gone down to make sure that this country is democratic. If we can steal democracy from leaders, what are we going to do to the democracy of wananchi? Number 41,
Morris Gari,
42 Akaribia,
Nairobi West. I can see democracy is on trial. Democracy is being raped. Mutura Speaker, be warned, we are coming. Unless or otherwise you build a police station in front of City Assembly, we will deal with you. This is what they did in 2017. We cannot agree. Up to now, the servers have not been opened. And you are telling the ICT guys in the assembly to rig the simple impeachment process. That is the worst thing we have seen before even the election of 2022.
42 Akaribia. We need only 42 votes to governor.
And I am not supporting the impeachment of Governor Sonko. And I want to tell Guyo, na huyo mzee anaitwa Kados Mugabe, mulikuwa mnamuita Governor Sonko ndugu yenyu. What happened to the brother in law?
43 Akaribia.
Manyoka.
42. Kumbuka 42 is the number that is required to save Governor Mike Sonko from impeachment by Wakora. Tuendelee.
Number 42. Nataka press mjue ya kwamba saa hii kitu kama dakika 10 zimepita, nimewapatia majina ya watu 14 wale ambaye wameingizwa katika ile orodha na wako hapa. Munaenda na majina 14. And I will give you those names and their awards before we leave here. Let it be known by everybody, my friend, we are headed to court immediately. Na hakuna mahali watatuchenga. Thank you very much.
44 Akaribia, 43 ndio huyo. Endelea.
My name is Kiriba Kariuki Nidota Award, and I want to
go on tafadhali.
Members of the County Assembly of Nairobi.
Tuone tafadhali.
I am number 43 in this assembly today here, and we are in Kwale County, standing firm with Governor Sonko. I want to urge the investigative arms of this republic, and especially you, Bwana George Kinoti, who is my friend. You remember one day you were oppressed like we are here oppressed today, and you remember how we asked God to intervene so that you become whom you are today. It is your duty now to prove yourself before God that you are a true agent of prosperity in this county. Na wewe Bwana Matiang'i ambao ulisema utaleta hii police station pale, kuna usitafute wakora nje ya police station ya City Hall mahali ulidanganya si utaweka. Wakora wako ndani tayari, pambana na wao.
45 46.
I'm John Nganga Mukiri, MCA Mutoine Ward, against ile hali ya kumtoa Governor Sonko kwa kiti. I'm against it. Hata hao wana log in wajue ya kwamba tunakuja, na hiyo ndio sababu imefanya muone waheshimiwa hapa kwa kuwa wamekuwa intimidated, wamekaa wamefinyiliwa. Asante. Na kuna Mungu ambaye anaona na anajua na atatenda.
45 karibu, 46 Akaribia.
I'm number 45. My name is Clarence Munga. I represent a ward called Kabiro in Dagoretti. I want to be very clear. I'm against the impeachment of the governor, Mike Sonko. Thank you.
46, 47 Akaribia. 47 tunataka tujue sisi wote ni wangapi. 48 pia Akaribia.
Kwa majina naitwa
order.
Kwa majina naitwa Mheshimiwa David Mbivi, representing people of Wandani in Makadara, and I'm against the impeachment of Governor Mike Sonko. And let me remind these people,
I'm very much ashamed of what is happening in City. Simply because this is a democratic country which has fought for democracy since those times of our grandfathers. We fought for independence so that we can represent ourselves in fairness. But what we are experiencing now is not fairness to Mike Mbuvi Sonko and the people of Nairobi. The 800 people who voted for Mike Mbuvi Sonko. We are against it, and we are coming, and we will remove the whole of those leaders who are in support of this. I don't know what to call it, because I'm very angry.
49 kwa majina naitwa Mheshimiwa John Chalo kutoka ward ya Kwanjenga ward in Embakasi South. Mimi niko namba 47 na niko hapa kuunga mkono kutokung'olewa kwa Governor Mike Sonko. Nataka kueleza watu wa Nairobi hivi. Governor wenu anjang'olewa, governor wenu anafanyiwa ukora. Tunaomba wana Nairobi, vile sisi MCAs wa Nairobi tumeungana kumuunga Governor Sonko mkono, na nyinyi pia mtunge hivyo mkono ili tuweze kusimama na Governor Sonko. Magavana wa Kenya pala mko wote. Hiki kitendo kinafanyiwa Governor Sonko, kesho ni wewe utafanyiwa. Hata nyinyi na waomba muungane pamoja mtetee devolution. Sababu devolution imetafutwa kupitia umwakaji wa damu.
Haya, thank you. Number 48.
My name is Stephen Kangi Konyo. My number is number 48. I represent Pipeline Ward in Embakasi South. I'm against Governor Sonko's impeachment. However, our leaders, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta rais wetu, na his right honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, mumetuonyesha njia safi ya kushikana na kugandamiza ufisadi. Kwa hivyo sisi kama wanawadi waheshimiwa wa Nairobi tumekataa katakata ile kitu inatendeka katika bunge la Nairobi. Sisi tutasimama kidete na gavana wetu Mike Mbuvi Sonko. Asanteni.
49 karibu, 50 karibu, 51 wahina ndao wadiapangani. Nasema no impeachment ya Sonko, na naambia Nairobians justice lazima ifanyike, na kuanzia kesho ni maandamano mpaka Nairobians wapate nini? Ukweli. Tunasema nini? Ukweli itapatikana Nairobi. Asante.
Kwa majina ni Hassan Abdikadir Mohamed, na represent California ward. I'm against impersonation of one Hassan Abdikadir Mohamed through Zoom. This is a process that should be followed. It is under law. I'm not for the impeachment of the governor, one Mike Mbuvi Sonko. Mimi na support 100%. Na hakuna yule anaweza libadilisha.
52 akaribia 53 pia.
My name is Honorable Mark Ronaldo, representing Umoja One Ward, and I'm against the impeachment of Governor Sonko. And mine is just a word to the leadership. The Nairobians want service delivery. These side shows are just going to derail development. Mind you, when we go to the recess, by the time we come back, it's February. We'll only have 4 months to implement whatever is in the budget. And therefore, that means the financial year 2020-2021 has gone without us delivering anything. Kindly, there is still room
54 pia kwa karibu.
Let's engage and vote for consensus. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 54 karibia 55. My name is Jared Akama Ondieki, number 52, representing Mugumuine Ward. As you can see, I'm here, but I've been logged in. What we want to say, what we want to tell the leadership, is that the assembly is a house of integrity and morals. And today, they are defiling the assembly, which they are supposed to protect in terms of integrity. So shame on them, and we are coming for them. Thank you very much.
55 akaribia 56.
Paul Ndungwa, my name is, I represent a ward called Pumwani, and I just want to put the staff on notice. Those staff who are logging us in and we are not in the Zoom, kindly, we shall meet in court. Thank you.
54, 55 akaribia tafadhali.
Thank you. My name is Mheshimiwa Mbogo, MCA Karura, and I am number 54, which is 12 beyond the 42 mark threshold that is needed to save the governor. So I don't know what impeachment is there. Kwa hivyo Guyo na Kados muhame ofisi, tukirudi Nairobi tusiwapate kwa ofisi. 55, 56 akaribia na 57.
My name is Honorable Patrick Karani, representing Utawara. I am the exhibit number 55, and I'm not supporting the impeachment of Governor Sonko. What we are witnessing is what we can call a bad way of appreciating ICT. Answered office. What you are doing there, you are rogging staff, you are rogging your friends, tunawaona na tunakuja. Na Mungu yuko, ukweli itasimama. And I'm calling upon the political parties to this spring, this leadership of Jubilee and the ODM wale wana circumvent and wanajaribu kuonyesha undemocratic practices of democratic parties.
The 56, 57 karibia.
It's a sad afternoon that we could see rigging being done in front of our eyes. We are physically in Kilifi, but somebody are trying to, people are logging in members who are physically here. I'm a strong 56, which has really surpassed the number that we needed. And I really do not know what democracy is. It's a sad day. I want to urge Governor Sonko that God is with you and we are together with you. This is not the end of the journey. We are still together and we'll fight this journey until democracy is respected in Kenya. Thank you.
57, 58, karibia.
Thank you. My name is Nancy Modami and you can see I'm number 57.
Tafadhali na waomba wale wameibiwa wakuja hapa mbele tuwaone. Anybody who has been locked in illegally, kuja hapa mbele.
No to Sonko's impeachment. I'm behind Sonko 101%.
Anybody who has been logged in illegally akuja hapa kwa sababu sasa ndio wanaenda kupiga kura. Tuendelee tukiwa anybody who hapa kuja hapa. We have been logged in illegally. Anybody who has been logged in illegally, tuangalie media huko. As you hawa sisi wote tumekuwa logged in illegally and we represent stolen votes in the Nairobi County Assembly. Hizi ni kura ambazo zimeibiwa na tunakataa wizi. Mapambano, bado mapambano, wabunge musilale, bado mapambano, bado mapambano, wabunge musilale, bado mapambano, bado na Senate musilale, mapambano. Makoti musilale. Mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Nagoti musilale. Nagoti musilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano. Bisia musilale. Bisia musilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano. DPP usilale. DPP usilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano. Na EACC musilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano. Mapambano, bado mapambano. Nairobi musilale. Na Sonko usilale. Na Sonko usilale. Bado mapambano. Uhuru usilale. Na baba usilale. Wabunge usilale. Wabunge usilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano. Sakaja usilale. Sakaja usilale. Bado mapambano. Lusaka usilale. Lusaka usilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Muturi usilale. Muturi usilale. Wabunge musilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Wabunge musilale. Na Elijah Mpuzia sasa ameongezewa.
It is not possible of what the people mean. It is not possible. That's a joke of that order. Mimi nimwambie, mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Elijah Mpuzia. I have been with governor from the day we started, and I have never left Nairobi. Even I left my phone with my wife, and I don't know I can be logged in anyway. I'm 101% loyal to the governor anyway. That's a joke which has gone too far. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And then, if they are locked me in, if they think I'm going to vote, yes, I say no to the governor's impeachment. Period.
It's not over till we say it's over.
Now we are 21 people who have been logged in and they are here. Sasa tumefika 21. Na ujue ya kwamba Lawrence Otieno ameingizwa mara mbili. Lawrence Otieno ameingizwa double. Now we have 21 cases and we are headed somewhere. We are headed somewhere wachunge sana. Na vile tulisema Motura, ujue ya kwamba kachumbari imefika leo. Motura, ujue kachumbari imefika leo.
Sikiletea Mutua hata tayari, hata nikujulishe tu ndio ujue kama utalala ama hulali. Sikiletea tumefikisha 71. And we are coming for you my brother. Umeongoza kitu ya bandia ya kuweka watu katika mtandao na wako Kwale. How is it I can be here and I don't even know my phone? How are we voting? My brother, Mutura, hii ni Mutura ambaye imepewa jina Benson. Kamutura kamerembeka na tuko na kachumbari.
It is not over until it is over. Fight continues.
Ilikuwa Disemba tarehe 3, wazee wetu tuko Kwale tukadhulumiwa kisiasa. Hakuwa Sonko peke yake bali alikuwa na wabunge wa Nairobi.
One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two.
Well, that's human nature. Right. Since the governor was elected in South, right.
Wabunge wote tafadhali, kuna new development, tafadhali mkuje kwa teki. Kadi yake. Number 1, kuja tafadhali Ogola. Tafadhali uko wapi? Inua yako tafadhali, njoo. Number 2 pia mfuate karibu karibu. Number 3 tujihesabu tena. Huyo. Haya, ziara yako na upatie majina yako. Haraka. Kuonyesha na kupita. Number 2 mfuate tafadhali.
Number 2, number 2, number 3. Number 2, number 3. Chap, chap. 3, 4, 5. What's the first 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Tafadhali chap, chap. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. Tuendelee. 4, chap, chap. 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7 ako wapi? Number 7. Number 7 ako wapi? Number 7. Number 9. Number 9, 10. Okay, sawa. 11, 12, 13. Tuendelee. 11, 12, 13. Tuendelee. Number 14 iko hapa. 14 tafadhali. 12, 13. Nikupigwa picha leo ukiondoka, si ati ni story mingi. Pigwa picha gare tukienda. Haya. Number 9, 10, chap. 11, 12, 13. 13, 14 tuendelee. 14, 15, 16. Kwale. 17, 18, 19. Hapo. And 18, 19. 18, 19, 20. 21, 22. 21, 22, 23, 24. Hapo wamekosa, tunaendelea. Kosa tunaenda. Tuko namba 22, 23, 24. 23, 24. Awasema tukiwakosa tunaendelea sababu wengine wako na wengine wamepoteza hizi mabango. 21, 22, 23, tuendelee. 24, 25, 26. 26. 26. Number 26. Number 26. 27, 28. Nyinyi mko, tunaita wengine. 26, 27. 26, 27, 28, 29. Wewe atusikizane bwana. Ona msi. Kimbia hapo. Kuja 27, 28. 28 ako wapi? 29, 30. Number 30. 30, 31, 32 tuendelee. Haya pigwa. Hivyo vingine ipindua. Ni elimu hii? Elimu. Ni. Haya. Number 30, 31, 32. Number 30. Number 30. Sikuje chapigwa. Nimeona sawa. 31, 32. 31, 32. 31, 32, 33. Number 33. Number 33, 34. 34. 35, 36. Number 34. Oh yeah, ni mimi. 35, 36. 35, 36. Pigo kama enda. 37, 38. 37, 38. 37, 38. 39 and 40. Number 39. 40. Number 40. Number 40. Ako wapi number 40? Aya, number 41. Number 41. Number 41. Aya, 42. Number 42. 42, 43, 44, 45, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Number 46.
Number 47, 48. Number 47. Number 47. Oh, 48 wako wapi? 49. 30. Number 30. Number 50. Panda. 50. Dula. 51, 52. 51, 52. Ako wapi number 51? 52. 53. 54. Number 54. Number 54. 54. 55. Number 55. Number 56. Number 56. Number 57. 59. 56. 60. Nafikiria number 60. Sawa. Hao wengine wametoka nje, watarudi. Tunaanza hiyo ingine kutoka 61. MC. Ako wapi Kirago? Bishop. Sasa naendelea na sina agenda ama niwazungumzie tu. Niwapatie warning. Ile kitu tungependa kusema kwa the Nairobi County leadership ni kwamba their days are numbered. Na wenye ambao hawajasign the impeachment speaker hapo, wenye hawajasign impeachment ya speaker waanze sahi, sababu as you can see mnaona wenye wanatupeleka.
I'm very happy because
you have 7 now.
They dancing with media with some few members of this county assembly who escorted him. I guess they escorted him from where he came from, Shiba Hills in Kwale district. Because I congratulate those members to have known that Nairobians are tired with one Mike Mbuvi Sonko and escorted him to where he belongs. Honorable Speaker, I beg every member sensible to support this motion and vote so that Nairobians can get what they deserve. Honorable Speaker, I will see in a few days NMS came up. You just look at Nairobi. We are having the train system which is being implemented today. Honorable Speaker, that system was initiated by Governor Kidero. When this governor came in, all those documents were thrown away, and I congratulate NMS because wherever they were, they've gotten them, and you can see the president is moving each and every day, launching projects in Nairobi, whereas one Mike Mbuvi Sonko has never and will never think about any project. I think the social media, what Mike Mbuvi Sonko likes most is the social media. We Nairobians are tired of him and we need development. While sitting down, please, I beg my colleagues, even the ones who escorted him to where he came from. To vote and leave this gentleman there and come back for us to build this great city. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. And Honorable Speaker, because my boss has spoken candidly and more profoundly on issues of law, and also the majority leader has touched on the same, I won't say the plane has landed. This is a journey that Speaker that started 3 years ago when it was unfashionable, when it was unrealistic even to imagine that 122 members of the County Assembly of Nairobi can come together and imagine to dream that one day we'll be seated on Zoom in our 100 numbers, entire world watching, entire city watching, my able minority leader moving one of the most researched and the most in-depth motion of impeachment against one by Governor Sonko. As I've said from the onset, Speaker, that matters of law have been explained by my leader. I want to go straight to some pattern of the issues that are tied to our people. Speaker, my leader has enumerated the fact on financial misappropriation. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that this county, the Lumumba report on the management of pending bills, had given the report to the governor after spending millions of money on this report. And the President, Mr. Speaker, was gracious enough at the close of the financial year and gave 1.3 billion to the small-scale businessmen and women in this city. Speaker, as you are speaking today, through the instruction of the governor to the county secretary, Speaker, these poor mothers, our fathers, the small business scale traders in this city have not been paid until the money has reverted back. It's a fact that Sonko refused to issue this document so that those small business people, our mothers, who went to circles, to travel banking, to borrow money to supply sutures in hospitals, to supply pencils for auditors to use, they can't be able to pay. Mr. Speaker, it's evident that most of these business people and women, some of them, Speaker, even live their life on the status of status. It's a fact that Sonko believes in himself, nothing else but himself. We are standing as Speaker today on behalf of these business women and businessmen of this town, that it can come to an end if we resolve as a team of elected people. Mr. Speaker, it's time now the Speaker and fellow members that each day in our demonstration, I am happy that time we intervene with the majority leader and the community health workers were demonstrating outside here. But up to the Speaker, there is no solution to it. Mr. Speaker, we've seen doctors demonstrating. We've seen also, soon I want to see also about Speaker, we're going to see the nursery school teachers demonstrating. So that is very something. Before that, Speaker, before our ECD teachers demonstrate, Speaker, is a fact that Sonko must leave. Speaker, I look at our county flag, and I'm happy to give you this fact. We are really proud of you. Indeed, we are in a handshake. That this county, some of us were born in school, we were raised. We cannot feed it, go to job as my minority leader said. We must rescue. It's a shame. House at any given time in parliamentary practice is vested Speaker for this mess. Any other transaction, any other billing that a member can support or anyone can support to transact on behalf of this county assembly without this symbol of this authority is a light. Therefore, Speaker, I pity. I am just on social media as my able majority leader says. I wonder what assembly is. But I believe, Speaker, with what you are placing before you, that we are challenging also the Senate of our Republic of Kenya. In particular, our ever sober, articulate, young vibrant, and most importantly, fluent Senator of Nairobi. That's one Johnson Sakad. We all live in this speaker. We know, we feel, we can see with our naked eyes that the city is going to 19 of Somalia, capital Mogadishu. Speaker, this one is a fact. And out of this fact, Speaker, that one might move Sonko, ably said by my leader, and we have no choice until what? Till Kwale. Because you also thank me, I don't have to say. I also join you in thanking my 6 members from the ODM party. They are in Kwale, escorting Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko, ensuring that he has demonstrated himself there. What you are telling me that also they will coming back. I thank them. Speaker, what I know about one Mike Mbuvi Sonko, tell I've never been wished office ever, he was sworn. What I know about you, the Speaker is really eating this country. We are approving a budget of 31, 32, 33, 34, 37 billion. Traders are suffering, Speaker. Some of them are boxed by office several occasions. I wonder when Governor Sonko found himself in that wrong grade. I believe the Bible says, Perana, 10% of your earnings belongs to God. But Sonko has escalated to 20%, to 30%. He's quoting himself beyond even God. Speaker, traders are suffering, and they're joining us. No contractor, no supplier, no service provider will want to do any business without government of the road. Because they are cartel, the so-called word cartel.
I call him the Trump of Kenya, the local Trump, because there's international Trump in America. Introduce teams all over. They are called Zacchaeus, the tax collectors. Speaker, who have vended on traders, suppliers, contractors. Before you are paid in this county, Sonko must take a WhatsApp of your company, accompanied by a broker, accompanied by Utoza Ushuru Sakayo, who collects the tax on behalf of him. Speaker, this must come to an end. And it's a fact that my leader has stood firm and said, in fact, leaders, when he called me to his office and told me, my whip, I am prepared to bite the bullet. And then I asked him a question, leader, are you ready? And he said, yes. And I told him, you know what? I look at your eyes, I see you've defined already the thin line between death and life. And he said, okay, so there's a thin line between death and life. Which one? And I told him, no. It might be politically, it might be economically, it might be socially, but he says politically, that thin line of death and life, I'm prepared. I give you my salute, leader. But for the last 3 weeks, he has spent his life looking and comping on documents and getting correspondence from well-wishers across the city who have come out and said, enough is enough. Mike Mbuvi Sonko must retire back to where he came from. Speaker, I must also give accolade to our constituency. Our constituents, as we apologize equally, just the same way the majority leaders apologized. On behalf of Makadara people, I stand here as a son born of Makongeni, I-3-5, to apologize vehemently to the entire Nairobians. That is our mistake, to bring Mike Mbuvi Sonko into Nairobi politics. Receive our apologies, Nairobians. Receive our apologies, fellow Makadarians. Receive our apologies, the world. Receive our apologies, the entire country. But in it, wisdom has given that Makadara, despite producing such uncouth, unrealistic, and phantom human being that can lead capital city, has also produced men and women. As my able speaker, the only man being an MP who built a modern stadium called Kamtoyoyo. We are still there in Makadara. He has made history when he was an MP. Here I am, son of Teso, the whip of the largest party East and Central Africa. Not just the whip, but a real whip. Coming from Makadara. Look at Mbacha, chair of budget. There are the seal brains from there. Speakers Kwale and Nimapet, just from Makadara. Please, we apologize for one, but for many, we are okay. We can serve you well, and we appreciate Mathare. We appreciate Dagoretti. We appreciate Dr. Dalo from Mathare. I appreciate the man who came being a cabin crew, our chair of chairs, Kamangu. And more importantly, senior most in this house, a man who was served. That man is Geoffrey Majiwa, the current deputy speaker. They cannot all go wrong, Nairobians. We can't all go wrong. We can't tell us that Majiwa can go wrong by saying Sonko should go home. He served as the mayor. You cannot tell me that Kados is wrong after serving 25 years in this county assembly. You cannot tell me Mike Ogada, Professor Kumuko Ogada, that can be wrong after serving 15 years as a chair of budget. You cannot tell me in any way that Mama Network, a mother with the highest network in this county, Chairman Azangu, an old man who's quiet always but very sober, that is wrong to say Sonko must go. You can't tell Kerr, the Council of Elders of Luos, Donji is here. You can't tell us it's wrong. You can't tell us it's wrong. Our heads are up. We are aware of what you are doing. We know what you are doing for Nairobians, that it has to come to an end. All our special elect, great ladies, powerful, exhibiting confidence on behalf of our people. Our Iron Lady from Laini Saba, we see them, the activists of our time when we were young people. They are here seated with us. We can't be wrong. Rose Kula, a great lady from Kwale, a woman was nominated, Dare to Dream, go to a ballot, elected. She's seated here. She refused to escort one Mike Sonko to Kwale. Fellow leaders, a call has been asked. A call has been asked by great men of this house. The soberness of this house is bestowed on us without forgetting one of the soberest men I've ever served with, Shege Mwaura. We are all here. Please, media, look at us. We are all here. The brains of this county assembly are here. You can't tell us we are all wrong. You can't tell us we are all wrong. We are right that this county, I'm just looking at Twitter. Thank you, Twitter people. You know that this county is going wrong. And the only choice is a fact that one Mike Sonko must remain in Kwale. And I must also speak and thank our courts. The information just on 401 comes in. The courts have refused to grant any orders to one Mike Sonko. That's a plus. Because even judges, speaker, live in this county. Article 195 of the Constitution bestows us the right as an assembly of the High Court. Article 181 of the Constitution is very clear on our role, that we can revoke a social contract between one Mike Sonko and the people of Nairobi. For information purposes, there is no employee-employer relationship between us and Mike Sonko. And Article 1 of the Constitution is very clear. The sovereignty of the people is vested by the people themselves and can only be exercised by the elected and special elect who are seated here. Therefore, there is no employee-employer relationship between us and one Mike Sonko. What exists is a social contract between the Nairobi people and Mike Sonko, which the Constitution thereof, Speaker, and Article 1 gives us the right to exercise it, to revoke that right. Therefore, today, I urge all members of this assembly, kindly, let's revoke this. The plane has removed the legs. It's now on the highway. It's buoying, the air is clear. The clouds are yearning for the landing. All the radar has been cleared. Boeing 1-1 is landing. Sonko must go. I beg to support.
Thank you. I can see there is a point of order from Geto.
Honorable Speaker, point of order or number 31, Honorable Speaker, that person to standing order number 31, 3, I beg to move that this assembly resolves to extend its sitting until its business appearing in the order paper ends. Honorable Speaker, I was on that point of order because I'm trying to look at my watch. Honorable Speaker, we have around 20 minutes to 5 o'clock. So I'm requesting, Honorable Speaker, to make a directions and a movement on the same, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, member. But you know that decision lies with the honorable members. So basically mine is just to put the question. And I put the question that person to stand in order 31. This assembly resolves to extend today's sitting until conclusion of the business appearing on order paper. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Can I have Honorable Majiwa?
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipa hii nafasi muhimu sana niunge mkono mswada hii. Kwanza nianze kwa kuwapa hongera kiongozi ya walio wachache na kiongozi ya walio wengi katika bunge hili kwa kufikiria jambo hili muhimu sana ya kusema ya kwamba sasa Nairobi lazima tupate huduma. Mheshimiwa Spika, sasa tumekuwa kwa bunge hii kwa muda zaidi ya miaka 2.5 na ile tumeona zaidi kuliko maendeleo ni sarakasi. Nataka niwaambie watu wa Nairobi siku ya leo, tunawaambiani pole sana kwa sababu mlie mdhania ndiye sie. Walipomchagua walifikiri wamemchagua gavana, kumbe walimchagua mwanasarakasi ambaye ni mjanja sana na ni mweledi katika kazi zake. Ile anaelewa sana ni kuokota pesa na kufanya sarakasi. Mheshimiwa Spika, tunaaibika sana tukisema sisi ni wajumbe wa Nairobi, manake wakati mwingine hata unasafiri unaondoka nje ya nchi, lakini ukipatana na wale wajumbe wengine walioko kule, ile ya kwanza wanakukumbusha ya kwamba yule gavana wenu ni yule ambaye alikuwa anakata rumba kule Paris katika barabara. Unashangaa kama yeye alipochukua pesa hapa akienda mkutano alienda kudance ama alienda mikutano. Mheshimiwa Spika, tumegadhabika sana na kazi ambazo zimefanyika hapa miezi michache iliyopita. Mheshimiwa Spika, ya kwamba huyu gavana wetu mwenyewe alikiri ya kwamba ameshindwa na kazi, na alipokiri ameshindwa na kazi alienda bila kutuuliza sisi kama wajumbe. Alienda akakutana na rais kule Ikulu, wakaelewana ya kwamba yeye anakubali kuachilia sehemu ya mamlaka yake ili jukumu ambayo ameshindwa kufanya ipewe mtu mwingine aifanye. Rais katika mapenzi yake kwa watu wa Nairobi aliona ni jambo la busara, akamteua Generali Badi Ali ili aongoze Nairobi Metropolitan, ndio Governor Sonko aweze kumwachia majukumu kadhaa ambayo alishindwa kutekeleza. Mheshimiwa Spika, ni aibu sana kwa sababu baada ya miezi michache Governor Sonko mwenyewe alirudi tena mitandaoni akisema ya kwamba yeye alipoweka kidole katika ile makubaliano ni kama alipewa kinywaji ambayo haikuwa sawasawa kule kwenye Ikulu. Na tunajiuliza yale ambayo amewahi kuweka kidole akiwa kwa ofisi yake kando na Ikulu, kwa sababu ofisi yake tumejua kuna mvinyo ndani, tunaona kila mara watu wakienda watu wanapatikana kwake wakibugia tu. Sasa tunashangaa katika ile ofisi yake na wanashinda wamebugia, amesign vitu ngapi ambazo zimeuza watu wa Nairobi? Hapo bado tuna swali Mheshimiwa Spika, na tunaomba watu wa Nairobi wakati mwingine uchaguzi ukija tuwe waangalifu, kwa sababu yule ambaye tuko naye kwa sasa ambaye tunampa ruhusa kwenda nyumbani kwao ambao tumejua ni Kwale, huyu bwana alikuja hapa Nairobi na mlango wa nyuma, hakuwa mtu wa Nairobi, lakini kwa sababu chama cha Jubilee iliharakisha kumwangalia na kukubaliana na yeye ilitupa shida. Nashukuru kiongozi wa walio wengi kwa sababu wameomba msamaha kwa niaba ya chama kwa ile nafasi ambao walimpatia huyu bwana kutoka Kwale. Amekoroga Nairobi sawa sawa, lakini sasa sisi kama wajumbe ambao tuko kwa bunge hili tuna majukumu matatu. Majukumu yetu, kwanza tunawakilisha watu ambao walituchagua wakatupa nafasi tukuje hapa. Ya pili ni jukumu letu kutunga sheria ambazo zinatumika kufanya hizi kazi hapa Nairobi. Ya tatu na ya mwisho, tunafaa kuwa tunadedisa yale kazi ambayo yanatendeka na kujua zile fedha zinatumika zinaenda kwa njia sawa. Na katika kudadisa zile zinaendelea, Mheshimiwa Spika, tumegundua ya kwamba huyu Governor Sonko amefuja pesa za raia kwa namna ambayo sio mzuri. Na ndio maana tumefikia kauli ambayo tuko nayo siku ya leo, na ndio sababu ambayo ninaunga ili mswada mkono ya kwamba yeye ni lazima harudi Kwale. Ikiwa watu wa Kwale wataona Kwale yao inatakana mtu kama huyu, basi wampe. Lakini sisi hapa Nairobi tumekataa. Tunasema kama wajumbe ambao tuko hapa Nairobi, ambao wameketi kwa bunge hii wakati huu, na ambao wako mitandaoni, ambao wanashirikiana na sisi katika mitandaoni, ya kwamba huyu jamaa hafai kuketi katika ile ofisi. Jamaa mwenyewe tunajua sasa koti imemzuia kuingia ofisini, lakini hata kabla koti kumzuia, aliona mazingaume ndani ya ile ofisi, akatorokea kwao, akaenda kufanya kazi nyumbani kwao. Kwa hiyo sio mtu ambaye anajua kufanya kazi kwa ofisi. Yeye ile muhimu anajua ni kukusanya pesa. Nimesikia mwenzangu amesema hapa ya kwamba Biblia inasema tupeane 10% kwa Mungu. Nashangaa ni lini Governor Sonko alikuwa Mungu achukue 10% kwa wanakandarasi wa Nairobi. Kwa sababu nikisikia Biblia inasema 10% ni ya Mungu, Sonko sio Mungu, achukue 10% ya wale watu wamefanya biashara Nairobi. Kwa hivyo tunaambia watu wa Nairobi ambao wamefanya biashara, kuanzia sasa mjue uhuru wenu wa kufanya biashara inarudi, mtafanya biashara yenu na mpate fedha zenyu. Hakuna mtu atakufa kwa staircase akirudi akitaka kutafuta deni yake. Mheshimiwa Spika, nashukuru na washukuru ndugu zangu wote ambao wameliunga ili mswada mkono, kwa sababu ni mswada muhimu sana kwetu kama wabunge, ili kazi yetu iweze kuonekana. Hii ofisi ya governor lazima iwe na mtu ambaye ana heshima na tadhima kulingana na jinsi hii ofisi inaheshimika Kenya na nchi za ng'ambo. Asanteni sana. Naunga mkono.
Thank you. Members, I understand some of our members' phone are almost getting out of charge. So allow me, I'll give only 2 people so that we get the mover maybe to respond, but to also give a chance for the response. So let me give this opportunity to Honorable June.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this motion. And even as I support this motion, I would like to accolade the majority leader today for apologizing on behalf of the Jubilee Party, because we came into a county where we thought we are coming to bring change to Nairobians, but we got into a place where our motto, our mission, and our vision statement became no Sonko, no peace slogans, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Sonko is being impeached not because he is an ugly person, not because we do not like the shape of his nose. Mr. Speaker, Sonko is being impeached for everything else that he is not, Mr. Speaker. Our constitution gives us very clear guidelines on the impeachment motion, because I tend to feel that the members, especially the emotions that are being oozed out by the members who are in Kwale, they're making it look like it's an emotional contest. This is not an emotional contest, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have had and we have seen Sonko for 3 years, and most of us in this house have worked closely with him. And we have noted with a lot of concern of how he does his things, his mode of operation, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I can categorically say that Sonko has no regard for authority. He does not care who put him in power. Remember, the sovereign power is with the people. All he does is yap about how he got in and he was voted in by 800,000 people, but he has no regard for that particular authority, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Governor Sonko has no regard for the law or understanding the law. All he does is he wants to use the justice system and the judiciary to coin around and work and get unscrupulous ways of working, Mr. Speaker. And today I want to thank the judiciary for not stopping a parliamentary process, Mr. Speaker, because if they get into the habit of Governor Sonko using the judiciary to stop parliamentary processes, Mr. Speaker, then we'll be setting a very bad precedent, Mr. Speaker. I don't think I can shout enough or scream enough of how many times Sonko has bragged about being arraigned in court over different different matters, Mr. Speaker, that he is being accused of. From the Kilifi land injustices, Mr. Speaker, and I'm trying to be very brief because they are very many, Mr. Speaker. From Kilifi land injustices, Mr. Speaker, where many people disappeared. We do not know where these people have gone. Mr. Speaker, then from corruption cases in this country, Mr. Speaker, and specifically in this county, I cry and I weep for mothers. And I stand here myself as a mother because he has deliberately diverted money for retirees, pesa ya wazee, Mr. Speaker, to pay garbage collectors and lawyers, Mr. Speaker. It is on record. Mr. Speaker, he has deliberately taken money for bursaries. This is money for our children, Mr. Speaker. I mean, surely, how uncouth, how insensitive can a governor or a man like Sonko be? Mr. Speaker, I think everything that the minority leader, and I want to thank the minority leader and the majority leader for working on this, everything they have spoken about, all their submissions, Mr. Speaker, lie in the Constitution 181D for mental incapacity to run a county, Mr. Speaker. I want to use an example that is very close home. When Sonko left office as an MP, Mr. Speaker, you took over the office, and I know that you're partisan, but you can attest that the CDF of Makadara constituency had about 200 and something million shillings that he did not want to use, Mr. Speaker. CDF has been put there to benefit the people of a particular constituency. And if he does not feel that the money that has been given by government, it's not his money, it's taxpayers' money, that cannot go to help the people of Makadara, Mr. Speaker, I do not think we can scream enough. We can say everything about Mike Mbuvi Sonko, but one thing we will not forget is that he is a serial whistleblower. For some reason and for some magical reason, he is the only one who blows the whistle on corrupt leaders. Wanampataga too, he comes and he finds them and they come with money, and he's the one who's calling the EACC, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, he finds people who are doing wrong on the road, and he is the one who's calling the cops on them, Mr. Speaker. This is something that I think he needs to be, the good deeds accolade needs to be taken from him, and we can confidently give him the title of being a serial whistleblower. Mr. Speaker, I will not sit down before I say this again, and I have said this time and again. He willingly went to State House to sign the deed of transfer, Mr. Speaker, because he could not handle this county. He could not handle the budget of this county. He could not develop this county. Not because, again, Mr. Speaker, that he is an ugly man. Not because, again, Mr. Speaker, that we do not like the shape of his nose, but because he is incompetent, Mr. Speaker. That needs to be spoken about. It needs to be shouted about, Mr. Speaker.